To whoever was in charge of music placement this episode, I salute you. That's right everyone, Dragon Ball Super episode 84 just rolled along and oh man, the feels are strong this episode. Son Goku the Talent Scout, inviting Krillin and number 18. Why am I imagining Goku dressed up as Simon Cowell right now?
Well, to be quite honest, that was the worst fight I'd ever seen in my life.
Goku and Gohan are continuing their recruitment for the Tournament of Power, as bank robbery number 1742 is in progress. Man, these criminals are really not imaginative here, are they? Cue the stereotypical good guy montage with helping an old lady across the street, getting a cat out of a tree, and of course, the car chase. This is followed by Goku and Gohan literally dropping in to proposition Krillin to join them for the tournament, whilst completely ignoring the fact that they just stepped into the middle of a crime scene. Priorities. Meanwhile, thousands of miles away, 18 sneezes whilst doing the dishes. Now this wasn't some random scene thrown in there just for giggles. There is a reason for this. In Japanese culture, if you sneeze, then it means that somebody's talking about you. If you sneeze once, then it's completely fine. If you sneeze twice though, then somebody's throwing some shade in your direction. It's effectively the same thing as us saying our ears are burning. They reconvene at Krillin and 18's house, having discussed the Tournament of Power, but just for the sake of us as the audience, we have to have them repeat themselves. Wow, these characters are so considerate for the audience that are technically not there. As we understood in an earlier episode, no flying outside of the ring, weapons or killing is allowed in the tournament. Ring outs result in you losing in a 10-member per team battle royale. It's like we just forgotten or something. Come on Toei, give us some credit here. Goku, being the tactful soul that he is pressuring Krillin into joining the tournament. And as we discovered in an earlier episode, Krillin doesn't react well to pressure, so you're really not helping there, Goku. Especially when it comes from the likes of his best friend. So yeah, peer pressure, there's a lot of that going on here. But even 18 wants Krillin to join the tournament, just to help him use that gym equipment he's got upstairs. It's going to waste. I imagine somewhere out there, Jack's blade just blew up with excitement. Krillin's gotta get them gains, you know? And then 18 alludes to something a little bit more racy. Why train your body if you won't put it into action? It sounds like not only training's been neglected. Oh my. Thank Kami Gohan's there to stop Goku blabbing about the whole universal destruction dealio. He was about to do that just to get 18 to join the tournament as well. Just mention money, Goku! 18 likes money! Mr. Satan can very much attest to that. She likes making it rain. Sure enough, 18 plays Goku like a chump and convinces Goku to give 10 million zenny to each member of the team should they win that tournament. Now you see, this is why 18 is so cool. She knows what she wants and she gets it. House, child, money, lots of it. And she's able to convince the strongest guy in Universe 7 to bend to her will. Mind you, that doesn't really take that much. Goku's not the brightest acorn out there. But then Gohan steps in, slightly concerned about the fact that Krillin might not be up to the challenge of the tournament, and so wishes to battle him. Man, Gohan's really taking this seriously. I'm actually really happy right now. He's got something to do. Something that's true to himself as a character. So later on, they have to find some kind of wasteland, this time next to water, in order to gauge their strength and test their might. They also agree to follow the rules of the Tournament of Power, so that means they can get a good understanding about how each of them will fare. Goku and 18 watch on, obviously with the presence of food. 18's still a little unsure about the prize money, and sure enough, without Gohan there to help Goku, he kind of blabs that it's now 100 million zenny each, and yeah, things don't go well from there. But thankfully, a fight's about to take place, so let's get distracted, yeah? Yeah, okay, yeah. Although, honestly, if Goku offered me 100 million zenny to take part, hey, I'd just keep my mouth shut. But that's just me. But hey, dramatic effect, I suppose. Finally, Maron actually says something and calls Goku out for not supporting his son and instead cheering on Krillin. Oh, look at her. She's as smart as her mother. She also is able to distract Gohan enough for Krillin to get in the first blow. The pair of them then duke it out before Krillin rises up to the sky and shouts out the solar flare, but this time it is supercharged 100 times to the point where it's so effective that Gohan can't even sense where Krillin is. His energy is completely gone amidst the shining bright light. He is then hurled from the ring and is therefore out of bounds. Krillin won! Convincingly. Nice. Despite the fact that Gohan is stronger than Krillin, Krillin is a lot smarter when it comes to the rules of a tournament. He knows how they work. Gohan, if you think about it, hasn't really been in the tournament properly. There was the Cell Games, but that wasn't a real tournament. And then there was that 25th Budokai, but Gohan didn't really compete in that properly either. I like this new Krillin. He's way more motivated now, to the point where he's actually got Goku excited to fight him. This could be really interesting. Especially when it's on the top of a building. Ooh, new location. Let's try and get the Satan Building rooftop to be another playable location in the next Dragon Ball game. Ooh, that could be great. Goku and Krillin are able to go all out atop of this building because, hey, Mr. Satan's got a lot of these buildings. Krillin's still a little drained from his times 100 solar flare, but he actually doesn't seem to care all that much. He's completely into it. It's like he's done a complete 180 on us. It's even got 18 and Marin momentarily worried. There's too much testosterone on show here. We then get an interesting flashback from Krillin's point of view from the 22nd Budokai. He is looking at Goku and they're just about to go out on stage and they fist bump. And then just to sweeten the deal, the fist bump is replicated in present day. With the music, excellent. The fight begins with Krillin using multiple Destructo Discs, and to really good effect too, as both offensive and distraction techniques. It's got Goku on the back foot, so much in fact that he has to go Super Saiyan in order to steady his nerve, before he actually falls through the floor, because Krillin, he had a little sneaky Destructo Disc make a little circle around Goku. Nice. Again, Krillin is Krillin it. And then in comes Super Saiyan Blue for no reason. What's wrong with Super Saiyan 2 or 3? Why can't you just go to those? Because why? Marketing! There it was again. Krillin is naturally a little intimidated because he's now going up against God energy. But he regains his composure and the two of them have a beam struggle. It's a little bit one-sided, but Krillin does give his all. Until 18 steps in and kicks the beam out of the way because, hey, if he's not careful, Krillin might get vaporized. I'm not gonna lie, 18 being able to kick that beam out of the way, that's metal as hell. And also what's metal as hell is the prospect of Krillin and 18 fighting together. Ooh, that could be good. But then Goku gives up. Oh. But it's not because he thinks he can't win. It's because he needs to reevaluate his place in the team. He needs to work as a unit with his teammates. He finally gets it. What has Whis been trying to tell him all this time? If you think about it, Goku rarely fights with another person. Most of his significant battles have been one-on-one with his opponent. He's got a lot to learn about teamwork. Despite Gohan not doing much in this second half, he shows his prowess of being a dad and manages to actually convince Marin that her parents won. And that's the way to do it, Gohan. Good on you. But then, Goku asks about the location of number 17, and sure enough, he is working in a wildlife reserve, ranging the hell out of that park. That means we're off to see Dende to find number 17. Next time. Oh, and we've got a new ending theme surprisingly, and hey, that's pretty good. And it's Bulma themed. Ooh, nice. I didn't know I needed this in my life. It's like a reflection of the first ever Dragon Ball theme. It's a really good song, and I feel like it's something different from what we've had from other Super endings, so good pick there. Something different, I like that variety. Who knows, I might end up doing a cover of it eventually. But back to the episode though. It was great. A lot of stuff happened, some of it you might not have noticed on the first watch, but what I loved most of all was the interaction between 18 and Krillin. Not only do they work together as a family, they also work together as teammates in battle. Well, at least in theory. Krillin does have a battle plan for 18 and him working together, so he's been thinking about it. He's been a good husband. The animation was pretty solid too, save for some errors with Krillin's eye placement. Sometimes it looked a little too wide, but that was pretty few and far between, so I'll give that a pass. It was decent enough. The music placement though, excellent. Whoever was in charge of that did a really good job because the emotion, the drama was in place throughout the entire episode. I really got involved. Honestly, if we can get a few more episodes like this leading up to the Tournament of Power, then I actually feel really assured about the state of this arc. So far, so good, and I hope that this can continue. I think one of the biggest things that's filling me with a lot of satisfaction about these last few episodes is that Super's been really handling its side characters very well. In fact, that was one of my biggest desires for the show. This arc is just shoveling that out in spades. I'm really excited to see what 17's been doing with his life since the end of the Cell saga. And yes, I know about the preview. Majin Buu is certainly quite jacked in this preview, but honestly, I feel that this is some kind of one episode gimmick. I imagine that Majin Buu loses the fight and he stress eats and he ends up being fat again. In my mind, this is going to be a bit of a novelty, but at least we're going to get some more fan art material. But anyway, that's my review for Dragon Ball Super episode 84. Tune in next time for my review of episode 85. Until the next one, be sure to like and subscribe. Catch you later!